Hi, this is my instructional design final project. My name is Mark Lyons. I'm employed at the Bay Area ISD in Bay City, Michigan. This is my 12th year in the education field. I was an ASD teacher for 11 years. I'm currently the Curriculum and Technology Specialist for the ISD. I also handle the state testing, the M-STEP, and MyAccess. The goal was to increase the use of technology for teachers and students to improve their educational experience. I ended up going with calculating and making change. For this project, I used Weebly to create a website for the students to increase their knowledge of calculating and making change. We currently use a system called Unique Learning System, which is a web-based curriculum, and after 2 benchmark tests, we had a significant deficit in calculating and making change. Out of the 84 students who took this portion, 51 students, or 61%, scored below 70%. So the data indicated that we need to develop and improve a necessary life skill. The objective of this lesson was to improve the following: identify coins and bills, understand decimal places and values, able to understand place value and value digits, able to add and subtract with a regrouping, and understand addition and subtraction can be written as an equation with an unknown. So my goal was 80% of the students will be able to calculate and make change. Development. I have to pay special attention to the consideration of splinter skills in the middle and high school students of the CI population. Pairing my online lesson up with our web-based ULS curriculum seemed to work well. The April theme was perfect because it dealt with money. It gave me great examples to use online also. One factor that I needed to work with was classroom staff, teachers and paraprofessionals lacked the technology skills. I wasn't really ready for that, so we had to do a little bit of training on that as well. Development continued. I've been using Kahoot and Smart Notebook AMP programs all year long to do online testing, quizzes, to get my data. But I saw somebody else in our class use Quizlet, so I decided to try that out. Still might make a few changes to things because of the different levels of students in each classroom. And I needed to take away some of the items to decrease the distractions on the website. I think at first I may have had it too busy, so I had to change it around. And I'm sure there's going to be more tweaks as we go along. So here's my website. It's to improve math life skills. I have an I can statement right there, and then some just basic instructions on the bottom here. If you go up to step 1, I have some videos and some basic worksheets that are pulled right from our ULS, so the students will be familiar with this type of language, and some of our students also use visuals. So this is just regrouping and subtraction, regrouping, addition on the bottom here. And then because we have so many splinter skills in our classrooms, we have some students that will need some more practice on just their numbers, and some practice just on bill and coin identification, and some addition, subtraction, problems using decimals. There's another video. So once the students view those, they can move on to step 2, which is just some basic practice here. This is something that's going to be done in the computer lab with the classrooms. The parapros that are in the classrooms and the teacher can help students do any reading if needed. So this is just some basic matching. You can go right down here. And I went through all the coins and bills that we'll be looking at for the final quiz, and just some more. And I believe I have it set up every time they complete a quiz, there will be a different questions asked if they restart it. So once they go to step 3, this is the final quiz. So complete the quiz. They're allowed to use paper and pencil during the quiz. And again, because they're going to be in the computer lab, I have this little statement here. Please place your assistant badge on your computer when the quiz is complete. The assistant badge is just a badge with some Velcro on it, and they place it on top of the computer if they need some help or if they have completed a task and they need an adult to check it. So at first I had a long quiz, but after looking at this and having a couple students run through it, I found that if I just had 3 basic questions for them, just to make sure they understood the concept, that was enough. If I had more than 5, I found that the students became a little tired of the quiz, so we cut the quiz down because if they understand this is all I need them to know at this time for this quiz. It's not a marathon of a quiz. So that's one of the things that I had on my feedback. And the last thing I had on my website was just the resources. The images were right from Quizlet. That was kind of nice. They had provided all the coins and bills, and the worksheets images were right from Unique. And this is one problem I had. Creative Commons had limited videos to use, so if I do this again, I believe I'd make my own videos to embed into the website. So let me. This is an example of our Unique, and this is some of the stuff that the students can do. They can interact with them saving up for a tablet. We can go back into our PowerPoint here. So we had 2 center-based CI classrooms and 1 CI classroom that was located in the locals. We're using computer labs, and the thing that we needed to do is educate the staff on how to use the site. So parapros and the teacher, they needed some training on how to do this before I showed the students. And if needed, the paraprofessionals assisted with any reading during the quiz. For the evaluation, the objective was a little difficult to fit into one online lesson because of so many different learning styles. A few students were getting lost during navigation. I changed the website around so it was more basic. And not using Quizlet before, I had wanted to go back to Kahoot, but I wanted to kind of see if the Quizlet would do what I needed it to, and I decided to stick with it. I believe if I purchased the Pro license for Quizlet, it would do exactly what I wanted it to do, but with the free online version, it was just okay, in my opinion. Reflection. I enjoyed making websites, learning some new tools from peers. I've kind of viewed theirs and saw how they did their lessons, and the objective was a little difficult to fit into one lesson, like I said before, but it was a nice supplement into the activities that we're doing for ULS. And this month fit in perfect because it was the theme of money. In the future, I'd like to break the lesson down into different parts for ability levels. And I'd like to, again, create my own videos. Creative Commons didn't have the videos that I really needed and wanted, so that limited the online teaching, I suppose. And that is my website and my PowerPoint presentation. Thank you so much for watching and listening.